What's up, guys? What's up? I need to get the list written out, and I made a mistake on the post, and I need to explain it to you guys before we get started. What's up, Sean? All right, so on the post, I put that we would have 18 Phantasmal Flames packs. So I bought a bunch of packs from somebody that opened a bunch of these UPCs just for the promos. So a lot of people do that. They ship them. They ship just the packs to save on shipping instead of shipping the big boxes. And I had a big box of stuff from them, and I thought it was all Phantasmal, but it's a mix. If anyone has a problem with this, please let me know. It was a mistake on my part. So there's 4 Phantasmal, 4 Journey Together, 4 Mega, 4 Journey, 4 Phantasmal, 4 Destin, and 2 Surging Sparks. So there's 5 different sets in here. And the post said, I don't know why. I thought, which I didn't do it for these. It just says 18 pack. I don't know why I was thinking they were all Phantasmal. If anyone has a problem with that, please let me know right now before we get started. It was a mistake. I apologize. The UPC is still the big thing. The promos are in there, but I thought these were all Phantasmals. I'm going to have to go back and look at the messages from that guy. But so in Phantasmal, whoever has fire, you're automatically going to get, I don't know if I can get it in the picture, these 2 promos. That promo is about $90, and that one's about $40. So fire's huge. There's 2 huge Charizard chases in Phantasmal. Mega Evolution, we hit one last week. There's a really big Gardevoir and a really big Lucario. We hit the Lucario last 2 breaks, 2 different ones. Journey Together has a really big Clefairy, and Surging Sparks has a really big Pikachu. But anybody that's in the break, Sean, Jim, Brian, Chris, Crystal, Matt, does anyone have a problem with the mistake that I made? It's still the same amount of packs. I just put that there was 18 of Phantasmal, and there's actually only 4 Phantasmal, and then 4 Journey, 4 Mega, 4 Destin, 2 Surging. Giving everybody a chance. I don't think it'll be a big deal, but I want to throw it out there just in case it is. I'm going to give everybody a minute or 2 to respond. Again, just my mistake. I bought the packs. And since I did make the mistake, I will throw in something extra to the break. I'll throw this 10 in as an extra. We'll rip this 10. I don't even know what pack. It just says 3 packs in here plus the Slocking promo. So anybody, Sean, Chris, everybody okay with it? Sean, I can send you the thing I was showing Chris earlier. So there's this guy online. I see these. It doesn't really show it really well. Hold on, let me find it, and I'll show you. All right, so it's kind of hard to see. Can I zoom in? Yeah. So again, Chris and Sean, let me know, Chris, if you're just joining in. I made a mistake on the post, and I put that there was going to be 18 loose Phantasmal Flames packs. And there's 18 loose packs, but they're not all Phantasmal. It's a mix. It was a mistake on my part. So just let me know if that's okay. So this is what I sent Chris earlier, Sean. So this is Journey Together. That's this one. So this is a special box as well. This is a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, they make them for every release. They are very desirable. Mainly because this promo is the same exact promo you get in the regular ETBs. It's so weird. But because it says Pokemon Center, it makes it worth that much more expensive. So this is dark. So this will be going to Jim. That's Ends Zora. I think that's like a $50 card. But yeah, so Journey Together, this box, these are the best hits right here. These are the top 15. Get into focus. Top 15 hits you can get in Journey Together. So Erica's Clefairy, that's I don't know how up to date the pricing is. That's a $300 card. There's a $200, $150, but it's the top 15. But this person does it for everyone. Like here's Surging Sparks. I'm pretty sure these Surging Sparks prices are old. But you know, there's a big Pikachu. That's electric. That's what you want, Sean. $300 Pikachu if we can hit it in there. There's a Latias, Militich. There's another lesser valuable Pikachu. Phantasmal. That's the ones right here. We got some of those. This is the new set. These top two cards, Charizard, they're $800 cards right now. There's a bunch of, you know, these other cards aren't as valuable yet because it's such a newer set. But the Charizards are the big ones there. Is there another one? Mega Evolution right here. So Lucario and Gardevoir 500 and 500. We hit one of the Lucario last time. There's a $400 card. That Lucario we hit 2 breaks ago. So this one has a bunch of $300 cards. Alright, well let's go ahead and get started. We're going to just do the loose packs first. No one has said anything. Like I said, I'm throwing in the extra 10 to make up for the mistake. I don't think it would have made an issue if I would have just put loose packs versus Phantasmal Flames. Alright, so those are Phantasmal. It's my fault. Like I said, I got the loose packs, you know, cheaper because the person that was selling them was someone who bought a bunch of the UPCs for the promos, and so they were just selling the packs. And I assumed, I don't know why, but I assumed that all the packs in the UPCs were Phantasmal. I didn't realize they weren't, so that's on me. I accept that responsibility. Guess I'll have to look, see, because I know I bought more than just this one from them. So. But I have a bunch more of these UPCs. I'll probably, now that I know for sure that the packs are all different in there, that'll help, because I want to do like a break with multiple of the UPCs, but Charizard is a huge chase in there, and I didn't want to make it like a one chase break. And I also need to figure out how to do it, because we can do a break like this a little bit cheaper with 3 of these, and whoever gets that fire spot, you're getting $300 in promos, so that would be huge. Alright, Surging Sparks. We got Delmice, Eternatus, and a nice full art Militich EX. That's water. Starting off for Crystal, which I don't know if it's going to Brooke or not. Ella was so excited when I told her Brooke was in a break. We got the Amulet of Hope. Oh, there we go. Braviary. I feel like, again, I'm pretty sure those posts are old, but I feel like this was on the list for Surging Sparks. Might not be. Nah, I thought it was. This is a cool card. Braviary, that's normal. Going to Matt Roach. I mean, these are the ones you hit the illustration rares. Okay, not a massive card, probably like $5 or $6. Still a cool card. Dialga. So we got lucky with 2 hits in 2 packs. of Surging Sparks there. Primate, Team Rocket's Raticate, and a Rapska EX. That's grass. So the EX is like the basic ones like this. They're hits, but they're the least desirable of the hits. And most of them are. We did a random Nelson, and each spot gets a type. And fire. This is fire. Fighting, electric, and whichever cards are your type, you get. We got a Ponyta. Oh, another nice illustration rare. That's a sick one. Normal Matt Roach again. I'm pretty sure this is one of maybe not the top card, but it's got to be up there. I can't find it. That's a nice card. That's going on the board if we had room. Team Rocket's Raticate. Gorbice. Off to a good start so far. Blipbug, Zamazenta, another Zamazenta. Scrafty, Clamperl, and Macargo. Ice Cube, Beware, and Clawitzer. Execute, Krogunk, and Alakazam. Shroodle, Ralt, and Air Balloon. That is for the trainer spot. That's going to Jim Hughes. Air Balloon. The full art trainers now. Some of those can be worth good money. I don't know fully which ones are. But weirdly enough, it usually turns out to be the ones with a girl on them. Oh, that's a sweet hit. Sean Klink, Ivysaur, Gen 1 Pokemon are always the best. And there it is, Ivysaur. That's a nice one. Sean Klink. Now again, Sean, this is on the list. This is about a $50 card. But now, Sean, I know you're new to Pokemon. The thing with Pokemon is $50 raw is probably like $300 to $400 in a 10. Now, with that being said, Pokemon can be very hard to grade, centering being the biggest thing. But yeah, that's a $50 card raw, probably $3 to. There's probably not any in a 10 right now because it's so new. But I graded a bunch of cards last year. They were $9, $10 cards raw. And they were going for like $400 in a 10. And by the time I got them back, some of them I was able to sell some for $4, and then they went way up, and I got $7 for some of them. Grading is awesome with Pokemon. Carablast, Tadbulb, and Double. Now, if you get a 9, you're losing, but Lotad, Parasect. We got a Hops Zaxian. That is Steel going to Sean. But yes, that's a good one right there. Very good Ivysaur. Matang, Hops Choice Band, and Regirock. And then for these other base cards, most people sell base cards for $12 to $15 for 1,000. PSA all the way. I don't touch Beckett. Some people do CGC for Pokemon, but PSA is where the money's at. Gligar, Snubble, and a Mega. That's not the big one. There is a big one in here, but a Mega Charizard X EX. I don't know if this is on the list at all. Oh yeah, it's not a big card. Maybe $8. That's still cool. Charizard, Fire Spot, going to Matt Roach. Mamoswine. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. That's disgusting. Who has normal? Matt Roach. I need this card. I love Gen 1 Pokemon. Wigglytuff. That's a sick card. That's nasty. I love it. Wigglytuff. Yeah, PSA though. PSA for anything, honestly. I wouldn't touch Beckett. It's just value's not there. Tauros, Bramlin, Zaxian, and... we got another one. Dugong. Oh, another big one for normal. Oh my gosh. Meowth, Matt Roach. That's a $25 bill right there. That's a sweet card. That's a sweet, sweet card. But see, like you can tell with this one, it's way off center on the back. Centering is really big with Pokemon. Now the back isn't as important as the front, but all right, we're gonna bump up now to the Surging. Those loose packs were fire. We opened 16 loose packs and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 hits out of 16 packs. It doesn't get any better, much better than that. All right, Surging Sparks. The promo goes to Sean. Sean, if you want me to open it so I can sleeve this up, yeah, please, if you have any questions, let me know, dude. I love Pokemon. I want to grow Pokemon in the room. I'm glad to share my knowledge. Sean, if you want me to open this and sleeve this up for you, let me know. Like this one, I think the Magneton isn't a crazy card, maybe like $5 or $6. Even 10 is only like 50 or 60, but you can tell here it's a little off center, so not worth grading. But if you want me to open it and sleeve it up, I can. I used to be all about keeping them sealed when they put them by themselves, and now that they added them with the other stuff, keeping them sealed seems less important. All right, Sean, this is one of the big boxes for you. Surging Sparks has the huge Pikachu in here. Yeah, I'll leave it. Let me see if I can fit it in a top loader. Because it's not by itself. That's the problem, is it's got the dividers with it, but I think I can still fit it in these. I'm going to try to fit it in here. You can't. I just don't feel comfortable even putting it in that. Let's see. It's just kind of like. There we go. Okay. There we go. We got that sleeved up for you. Promos are good though. Like, I know that like that Magneton, if it was, I was telling you about the Pokemon Center promos, if it was a Pokemon Center Magneton, it would be worth several hundred in a PSA 10. It's still a good card though, you know, it's still a solid. Promos have come a long, long way. I have a dream, like, I want to put together a Gen 1 illustration rare set. Like, I want to just make it myself. I don't know why I have that dream. I may do it. We've got a couple of them tonight. So, all right, here we go. Surging Sparks, looking for the Chunkachu, or a Pikachu. Tapu Lele, Primate, Rav's got a Chunkachu. Was a few years ago, I think. Can't remember what set it was. Miracle Headset, Drasna, and Tapu Lele. Rotom, Fuecoco, and Dialga. But yeah, please, Sean, if you have questions, man, don't hesitate. Togetic, Tauros, and Archelodon EX. Now, these are good for, if you actually play the TCG, value-wise, $1, maybe $2. Mantine, Sizzlipede, and Zarude. And then again, with these, typically, people buy base cards, not energies. $12 to $15 for 1,000. And then like rares and stuff, these are reverse hollows because this part of the card is hollow, and this is a regular hollow because that part is hollow. Those are, I think, in bulk, people pay like 5 to 8 cents or something for those. Miraidon, Technical Machine, and Tokus, they're only good for set building, really. Unless if you play the TCG and you need a certain one for your deck. Zebstrika, Shroodle, Tapu Lele, man, we haven't gotten anything yet. Last one. Ooh, struck out on the Surging Sparks. Alright, let's go. Alright, these are going to fall. Let's go Mega Evolution. And let's put these on the board the right way now. We'll put Charizard over here. We'll put Ivysaur right there. And we'll put the Raticate right there. Alright, Mega Evolution. We have had huge success with Mega Evolution recently. We've got, like I said, 2 huge Lucarios in back-to-back breaks. I really like the promo in here. Chris, if you would like it top loaded. Please let me know, or I could do like I did Sean's. Again, the biggest thing is centering. The back centering, not as important as the front. It is important, like you don't want it to be super off, but the front is majorly important. This one looks a little left heavy. Chris, let me know if you want me to open it or sleeve it sealed. But the Alakazam is a very big promo. Like take it out. So like with this promo, I think it's like a $10 promo right now, but Mega Evolution just came out. Once the set starts getting a little older, the promos are going to be crazy. They go way up. Promos go way up, or have been lately. I know there was a promo for a set 5 or 6 years ago called Hidden Fates. I broke a lot of that. Like I had a lot of ETBs for that, and the promos were only going for like $1 or $2. And I don't know what people did with them, or what, I don't know. But that promo now is like $100 by itself. As there becomes less and less of the product increases, and as the product increases, the promo increases. So yeah, that Alakazam is a really cool card. I always tell the story about Kadabra. So Kadabra is the pre-evolution in Alakazam, and for like 20 years, Pokemon was not allowed to make cards with Kadabra because there was a huge lawsuit by some magician that was suing Pokemon, saying that Pokemon stole Kadabra from him. Like he was saying that he was Kadabra. They stole the likeness from him. Shuckle. Oh, there we go. Helioptile. It's a nice one. Electric. Going to Sean. Very nice. Illustration rare. Illustration rares are secret illustration rares are the big ones, but or special illustration rares, whatever the SI are. Vulpix, Sobble, and Kyogre. We got something. Solrock, Premium Power Pro. Oh, that's a nice one. Mega Kangaskhan EX. That's cool. It's not the illustration rare, but we'll take it. That's normal. Going to Matt Roach. Nickit, Delmice, and Xerneas. Acerola's Mischief, Strange Timepiece, and Raikou. Yeah, see, like I like to have a lot of these and buy a lot of this bulk stuff because I like to make sets. There's so many Pokemon sets and it's hard to keep up, but I have like a box. There's the Kadabra. I have like a box of just bulk that I'll go through it whenever I'm trying to work on a set. Air Balloon, the same one we hit earlier. Air Balloon. Going to Jim Hughes. He must have. I think he'll be happy with that though. I don't think he'll mind. Crawdont, Ultra Ball. One of my favorite cards in here. Water is Crystal Lamoureux, the Snover. I love the cards in the snow. Snover. Very cool one. Yveltal. I don't know why, like with sports cards, I have zero desire to make complete sets. But with Pokemon, it's all I want to do. Alright, here's the bonus. We're going to open this before we get to the two bigger things. So this was just a throw-in. Apology for the mix-up on the post. 3 promos. They're not really promos, but they're different holo variations. Slack Off, Vigoroth, and Slacking. And then 3 packs. Paradox Rift, Twilight Masquerade. So these are a little bit different than what we're breaking right now. And that's another thing, Sean, is every Pokemon release, every set, there's a different chase every single time. Now, let's see. We can get something big and a throw-in. Toxel, Technical Machine, and Militich. Charcadet, Cloth, and a very cool, unorthodox Mewtwo. Mewtwo is always psychic, but this is an electric going to Sean Klink. Now this is a regular EX, which I said were usually $1 or $2. This one might be a little bit more because it's Mewtwo, but probably nothing too crazy. Luxio, Litwick, and a Dragapult EX. So 2 EXs in there, both going to Sean. All right, now this is the bigger box. So I think like this a regular box, a regular Journey Together ETB is probably around 70 to 80 bucks. This one being a Pokemon Center ETB, it's worth about 175. And again, same promo you would get in the regular ETB, but it says Pokemon Center. I think it has the regular promo behind it, but this is dark, and this is going to Jim Hughes. Jim, if this is available, I would be very interested in it. I don't think I have the Pokemon Center promo. Jim, if you're watching, let me know. I think this is about a $40 to $50 promo. If you're interested in selling it, I'm interested in buying it. Like I said, I try to... Pokemon, I'm a completionist, and I try to complete everything. So... I do need that one. I'm pretty sure I need that one for my set. So if you're interested in selling it, just let me know. Alright, let's see if this one, the big chase, is that Clefairy. So let's see if we can find it. So like with the Clefairy, there is a regular Erica's Clefairy in here that's only worth a couple bucks. And then there's like a full art one that's worth a little bit more. And then the special illustration rare one is the big one that we want. And it's changed from time to time. You know, special illustration rares have only been a thing for the last few years. Alright, here we go. Journey Together. Been a little while since we opened this. Petalil, Piloswine, and Meowscarada. Marowak, Maractus, and a Veluza EX. Water. Yeah, I got like a 75 or 80 card Pokemon sub I just sent off. Graveler, Clink, and Magmar. The first time I did it, I was just trying it out. I killed it the first time. I made a huge profit, or I would have if I would have sold the stuff, but. Pupitar, Tadblub. I added a ton of value to my collection without spending any money. Pretty much. We got a Torchic, Squavit, and we have an Alchemy EX. That's going to Chris. Not exactly what we're looking for. Cloth, Escavalier, and Hops Double. Lilligant. Alright, we got something here. Let's put it at the back. Tyranitar, because we haven't got anything else in this one. Journey Together. Tropius, Hopsbag, and Noivern. Cloth, Moorgrum, and Regirock. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, yes, sir. Crystal Lamoral. That's one of the top 10 cards in here. I don't know the value of it anymore. Maybe like 30 or 40 bucks, but that is a really sweet Gen 1 Articuno. Oh man, that blue Chocobo, that's disgusting, dude. I love it. Chris is a really big Final Fantasy fan too, man. Chris, I don't think you ever showed me any of the hits you got. I have some of the sealed that I kept for myself, but I didn't open any. Yeah, that stuff's sick. Did you get any big hits, Chris? Alright, here is the big box. This is the big one. These are like $200+ boxes for the promos. This is what we want. Let me take this out. Let me get this cover out. And let me get all the packs out. Same as before, it's a mix of 18 packs. But what we want, we don't need this. That's the code card. The promo. They're both in here, so I have to open it to see both of them. But that's the big boy. Mega Charizard XEX. That is by itself about a $90 card raw. There's an Oricorio behind it. That is another $40. So $130 in two promos right there. Oh, you didn't hit anything huge. How much is the blue Chocobo, Sean? So you can't see the back because that's the Oricorio. But very nice. Matt, if you're watching and you want me to open it and separate it individually sleeve them up, let me know. All right, let's separate these like we did before. All right, we'll start. Is that the only big hit you got? 2,600 raw. Did you pull that yourself, or was that a break? That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, that Final Fantasy MTG stuff was so awesome. I wish I had gotten more. I just didn't think it was something we could break, but it was just so cool. I wish I would have held on to some more just for myself. Alright, we did really well with our first set of these 18 packs, so I'm hoping we can follow it up. We've had a really nice break, some really good guaranteed promos, definitely helped out. We've had some nice pulls, but we are missing a nice big special illustration right here. We have 2 in a row. We cannot not get one. We have 2 breaks in a row where we've gotten one. That's nice. Yeah, I didn't get any of the Lord of the Rings ones. Aren't they doing? What are they doing now? Like Spider-Man or something? I saw another one. Lord of the Rings I did see, but I thought they had something else coming. That's not that. Megaton Blower, Palkia, and Zarude. Spiel, Graplocked, and Terrapagos. Alright, on to the next one. Ins PP Up, Hops Bag, and a Blaziken EX Fire Spot. Spider-Man's terrible. Yeah, I'm not a big Spider-Man guy. Your MLB PSA sub, Sean? Pupitar, Morgrem, and Butterfree. PSA is so hard these days, man. It's hit or miss. It can totally be hit or miss. Baggin, Lombre, and Kilowatt Trail. Alright, struggling here. The last few packs, we need something big to pop up. Boss's Order, Delmice, and Dialga. Helioptile, Spearow, and Mega Cramorant EX. Another fire one. Yeah, oof. How bad was the baseball sub? How many did you send in? How many 10s? Gargankel, Mystery Garden, and Xerneas. Thievul. Ooh, Shroodle. That's dark. That's going to Jim Hughes. It's a cool one. I have not seen this one yet. Shroodle. Clawitzer. That's not terrible. The 8 doesn't help, but yeah, 25%. You would definitely like to be. I mean, back in the day, I was probably like 80%, but nowadays, probably 50%. All right, here we go. Coming down to the end, guys. Dwebble, Ethan's Adventure, and we have a Cynthia's Garchomp EX. That's fighting. Going to Brian Cosia. Team Rocket's Murkrow, Gorbise, and Zorora. Yanma, MC's Hype, and that's a cool one. Ethan's Ho-Oh EX. Ooh, man, I mean, you can't blame them, though. Like I said, it's so hard these days. I know I do it for the room, but I'm really thinking about stop doing it just because it is such a pain, and I feel so bad if we do get. Yeah, it is a Charizard there and there, but that one's a promo. All right, last 4 packs, guys. We need something big to finish it out strong. Toxtricity, Wigglytuff, and Pommet. One more, please. Oh, there's something. We got an illustration rare at least. Moltres. Absol, Smeargle, Apabomb, Genesect, Duraludon, Suicune. Alright, and our last hit is Nimble. Grass is Sean Klink. Nimble. Not familiar with this card. I haven't seen this one yet. Nimble. Not the greatest artwork. Alright, that is going to do it, guys. Pokemon. I had a good time. I hope you guys did. Let's do the recap. These are some of the EXs. Ethan's Ho-Oh, Cynthia's Garchomp, Mega Camerupt, Blaziken, Alchemy, Veluza, Dragapult, Mewtwo, Mega Kangaskhan, Archlydon, Hops, Zaxian, and Rabska. At this point in time, Sean, seriously, no joke, if you're out and about, Target, Walmart, wherever, and you see sealed Pokemon to open that has packs in it, like the starter decks, they're not always the best. There's a few really good ones out that I talked about last time, and I forgot to ship yours. I shipped it out today. But if it's like ETBs or loose packs, if you find it retail, buy it. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at this point in time. Like, Card Shop's different because they're going to mark it up. Phantasmal Flames is new, but if you can find ETBs, any ETB at all, any booster packs, any of that stuff, if you can find it retail at Target, Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy, any of that stuff, it does not matter what it is, you buy it. Seriously, buy it all. If you don't want to rip it all, you can flip it. Sealed Pokemon is impossible to find right now. It is so hot. Our one full art, we got the Militich EX. 2 Air Balloon Trainers. Back to our promo. I'll have to message Jim. We got the ends Zora, Alakazam, and Magneton. Battle decks, if it's me, like me personally, it depends on if it's a battle deck that has an illustration rare, I'm buying it. For, I think they're $16. And like I said, the Haunter one we did recently, that Haunter is a $30 card. I'm buying them. You might not want to, depending on your plans. Like, I really think that Haunter card, I opened 9 of them, and none of them were centered enough to be graded. I think that graded is going to be a $400 or $500 card. There's another one that I did find the other day. I don't know what I did with it, though. Did I put it up? Because there's 2 right now. The Haunter is one. Oh. And this is the other one. So it's the Meloetta. This one's not as desirable, but right here. This is the other new one. I'm buying, if I find this in the wild, I'm buying them all for the promo. That promo is it's the only way you can get it. And Pokemon people are completionists. Again, this one's not as valuable as Haunter. I think the deck itself is $30. Like the sealed thing is $30. I don't know what that's going for. Probably $10, $15. But again, graded, there's no way that's not a $100 card in a 10. But for me, I want that set because I want it. I want that promo. I need that promo for my set. Alright, so back to the illustration rares. We got the Nimble, Shroodle, Snover, again, that's a super cool one, Helioptile, and Braviary. On the board, let's see, I'm going to get rid of the Mega Charizard XEX. Then I'm going to get rid of the Team Rockets Raticate. Yeah, if you're in the wild, Sean, and you're not sure, message me. Shoot me a message. Call me if you want. Whatever. Some of these are more valuable than others, but I'm going to do it on preference. We've hit a few of the Articunos, so we're going to kind of get rid of it because it's old news. Then I'm going to get rid of... Oh, this one's tough. I don't like the artwork on the Ivysaur. It's worth more than the other ones, but I don't like the artwork on this one as much as the other ones. Now, like this one, Sean... just looking at it like this, I'm sending this in. Like, this looks beautiful. Centering looks perfect on the front. Unless the centering is super off on the back, which it looks fine. There's no whiting around. That's the two biggest things you're looking for. Centering and whiting around the edges. And this one has no whiting. And centering looked great. That I'm sending in without a doubt. I'm going to go with the Meowth. I'm going to go, I really, really dig this Wigglytuff. I love these cards when it has other Pokemon around it. That's a sweet card. And I know it was a guaranteed promo, but how could you not? Charizard's my favorite Pokemon, so I got to put that first. Oh, you want me to add it to my stuff, or you want me to send it back to you to send in? I'll add it to my pile. I mean, I'm going over it with you right now. I think it looks perfect. I'll put it in the stack, and if you want me to send it to you to get graded, I can. But I'll add it to the stack. The Meowth is very nice. All right, guys, that's it. I'll probably look to do another Pokemon break a little quick because I have a ton. I bought 10 or 12. I can't even remember. I only have a few in hand of those promo of the UPCs. So we're going to open those. Yeah, I'll add it into the sub pile. I don't have a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have like 6 cards right now, but I have a couple people sending me some stuff. Actually, and I'm getting another Pokemon sub together, so I'll try to get sent off quick. I'm a little bit behind on subs. PSA's been killing me on time. Been taking so stinking long. But yeah, I'll add it to my pile, and when we get enough cards, I'll get it sent in. Alright guys, that is it for tonight. I appreciate it. I hope you guys had a fun time and learned a few things. Feel free to hit me up anytime. Take care, guys.